Hey everyone, and welcome to another devlog video for the NPC Manager system. Today I'm super excited to show you the custom animations I've been working on for the past few evenings. If you've been looking at the videos, obviously you've known that I have some NPC animations, but they're all from one of the asset packs in the marketplace that I believe was free for one of those months. They were really nice animations, but of course I can't really include them as part of the pack when I submit to Epic. So I knew that at some point I had to go into Blender and make my own animations. And I found this amazing add-on for Blender called Mr. Mannequins that I wanted to give a quick shout out before I show you the animations. I'm going to kind of drag the browser window here. You can get it for free, or you can donate to the author, Jim Croovy. And here it is, the link to his Gumroad. He also has a really cool YouTube channel here where he has tutorials and devlogs, and he kind of shows you the progression. He's been working really hard on this. He also has a Patreon if you guys are interested in supporting him. But the reason I wanted to show you guys this is because this has been the easiest add-on, the easiest way I've been able to make animations that look, to me, to somebody that doesn't animate, halfway decent to show what I'm trying to show. So thanks to his add-on, I was actually able to create animations fairly quickly, get them into the editor, test them out, and then kind of go ahead and tweak. So every single animation now that you see here has been made by me, and I have kind of a little cheer animation. I'll just show you a couple. And again, they're super basic, right? It's just a looping animation of a guy just kind of supposedly cheering. But then they get a little more complex. Something like fix the wall, for example. He has a really nice IK rig, so as I'm kind of raising the arm and moving his torso, you can see this arm here kind of moving naturally. So it's a really nice add-on. I was also able to finally create some more complex animations for somebody, for example, like sleeping or sitting, and you're gonna see those in just a second here. So thank you, Jim Crewy, for making this add-on free for the community. Again, if you want to support him, I'm going to leave a link below to his Gumroad. He also has a Patreon and a Discord server. So guys, check it out. If you've ever wanted to make animations, this is probably the easiest way right now to put them into Unreal. All right. So with that said, I'm going to show you guys what they look like. And again, these are definitely not as good as the ones in the marketplace. I didn't take too much time to make. I just wanted something for placeholder. So I have 3 NPCs here. And when I hit play here, you'll see that they're just going to go around into the scene and move about into their different stations. So this guy, this is interesting. So this guy is sitting on the chair. As you can see, he's moving a little bit, looking side to side. So that is interesting. When I was working on the animation system, and I finally put animations like this, which have 3 very different segments. The sit down, which is like the intro, the loop, which is how long he's going to be in the chair, and then finally the animation where he gets up. I realized that there were some things that I actually didn't account for in my code. So not only did I spend time making the animations, here's a little cheer animation, and he switched to another one. And these are the talk animations that I made. But I realized that I didn't account for a lot of things. So I ended up working really hard on how to loop animations properly when they're not these guys are gonna sit here when they're not really just one simple looping animation. I'm glad I did, because obviously the goal is for you guys to make complex animations with different stages, and this makes it now possible. So I'm not going to wait for them to hit all this, since we only have 3. So I'm going to just duplicate this guy. I'm gonna make a few more. That way you can see them all come in and look at the different animations here. So these are the talk animations. Here's the sleeping one, and again, looks pretty stiff. but it works. You can see that there's a little rotation issue here. I may go back to Blender and fix it, but I'm just super excited to see that I actually got an NPC to go to bed, sit down, lay there, and then eventually wake up. And one of the things I've been working on that I haven't shown yet is the ability to have profiles tied to a day-night cycle. Oh, here's a little bug that you can see. He just went through the floor here. But you can see this one is very similar. I created this little hammer prop and this little table. So now he's working on the table there. I'm going to move this guy out a little bit. You can see this one is kind of fixing the wall. So I did take the here's another one of him fixing the wall here. So I did take a cue from the other animations I had because I thought they were neat. And you can see he's gonna come here and start working. But in my opinion, I mean, they look pretty good for what it is, right? These guys are cheering, and you can see they're just sitting here and sleeping. So now that we have these animations, I am now able to create, in my opinion, a full day schedule, which is going to be my goal for the next devlog. I'm going to be working on the day-night cycle. So I want the NPC to start in the morning by going to work maybe, and then in the afternoon go somewhere else, hang out, roam around, and then eventually at night go home and actually go to sleep. So if you're working on this and you sneak into an NPC's house at night, you should be able to now see them sleeping, right? Or if you go to like a tavern or something, you should be able to see them sitting around or maybe working. It's one of these animations that you see here. Here's the idle animations. The idle animations were the first ones that I made, so they look the worst. They look pretty stiff, so I may go back and change them, but that's the idea, right? So you're gonna have a bunch of different NPCs. This guy keeps getting stuck here. This is a nav mesh issue. So that's it, guys. Today the main thing was just the custom animations. This is kind of an important step because again, I need to have something to show you guys when you first buy the pack and you're walking around on the showcase level. I wanted to have the NPCs kind of do their thing. One more thing I did want to show, and I'm just gonna go ahead and delete these guys here, is that a community member, which I will not name by name because I don't know if he wants to be called out, actually did some volunteer voice acting for me, and he sent me his sample, and I've had it now for more than a week, and I eventually yesterday got around to cutting all the different takes and putting them in the system here, and I want to show you guys now what it finally sounds like when you have two different voices. Because before I had my own voice with a different pitch, that wasn't very very interesting. But this one, let me just show you what it sounds like.
How goes it?
I've been better.
How is everyone?
They're all doing fine.
Good to hear.
Goodbye.
Be seeing you.
So you can see that now we have two different voices. Sounds way better as opposed to having the same voice here. Bob and Harvey are here to talk. Let's give it one more try and see if they do the other set of lines. If not, how goes it?
I've been better.
How's everyone?
Son got the flu last week.
I am sorry to hear. I hope he gets better soon.
Goodbye.
Be seeing you. There you go. So thank you so much for the lines. You know who you are. I think this sounds way better because it's clearly two different people. So this is going to be part of the demo that I include, so you guys can see how you can have your quote-unquote radiant AI have dynamic conversations when they're roaming around. So yeah, been working really hard on polish on a lot of this animation stuff, which I'm not going to show, but it's just to make this work. Basically what you guys saw with the different types of animations. And I've also been working on testing the day-night cycle stuff, which I know a lot of you have been asking for. It's almost there. I think it should work, but I want to do a little bit more testing, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what a full day for an NPC looks like from morning to night. So yeah, that is pretty much it for today. Thank you guys so much for all of your suggestions and comments. Again, if you have any ideas or suggestions for the system, please feel free to leave a comment below. Join us on our Discord. We're pretty active there, and I take a lot of ideas from just having conversations with you guys there. And again, one more time, I'm going to put a link to this add-on, Mr. Mannequins, on the description of the video. If you've ever wanted to make any animations for Unreal, I highly recommend you get this. He's already on version 1.3. It is the easiest way to make any animations for humanoids. And I'm also going to link to his YouTube channel so you can take out the tutorials. So thanks a lot, Jim Kruby, for the add-on. I hope we can get you some more folks to join your Discord and support you. And thank you guys for all your suggestions. All right, I will talk to you guys in the next video.